Hello, I'm David from Sealy International, and today we're going to take you through some operational tips to allow you to get the best out of your Sealy International heating and cooling products. Now we're going to look at the features and functions of the MagIQtouch wall controller by Sealy International. The MagIQtouch wall controller can connect to the full range of Sealy International heating and cooling products, including BreezeAir, Braemar and CoolAir. One of the functions of the MagIQtouch controller is to set programmable times to allow you to have the heater come on and walk into a nice warm house when you get home. To activate this feature, we need to push Settings and Program. To set the program times, we push the Edit button, which will bring up a block of 4 times to be programmed. If you think of them as wake, away, home and sleep, that's a good way to program them. To program them for the first one, we select the first block, and this is the time where we want the heater to come on in the morning. In this case, we'll set it at 6 o'clock and we want it to come on, so we need to set the status to on. We also want to program it for the 5 weekdays, so we need to select all the days. This will pop up an info button that gives you the multiple day selection acknowledgement, which you acknowledge by hitting the cross. You then select the rest of the days, and in this case we want to set the temperature to be 21 when we get out of bed. So we've got it on, and we'll set the fan speed down slightly lower for the morning, and we hit save. Once we've set the 6 o'clock block, we can move to the away block, which is when you would go to work. So we select that, and we need to make sure again that we select all the days that we want this program to run. So we've got Monday to Friday, as we did for the first block. We want the heater off, so we leave it off, and we hit save. We then move on to the home block. So this is what time you want the heater to turn on so that you can walk into a nice warm house. So we select that, we want to turn it on. We need to select the days again, Monday to Friday, by making sure each of those is highlighted. We want the temperature at 24 degrees when we walk in the house, and the fan speed at 10 for maximum heating, and we then hit save. We then move on to the next block, which is the sleep block. So this is the time when you would normally roughly go to bed and you want the heater to turn off. In this case, we need to turn it on and select the days. All the days. Now, overnight, we don't need the heater set to 24, so we might turn it right down to 15 degrees, so the heater will only come on when the room temperature falls below 15, and we want to turn the fan speed down a bit because we don't want it running at full fan speed all night, and then we hit save. And we now have a fully programmed heater for Monday to Friday. In the last example, we did Monday to Friday. Quite often on weekends, you're home at different times, so you can program different time periods for that group. So we now select Saturday, and we have the same 4 blocks of times. In this case here, we select the first one still, but this time we want to do it only for Saturday and Sunday, so we need to select Saturday and Sunday. We want the heater to come on at 7 o'clock because we get out a bit later on the weekends, and we want the temperature, we need to set it status on, and then we can set the temperature to what we want. So 23 degrees and the fan speed 10, and hit save. The next block is the away block, but on the weekends we're generally home, so we may set this one to a similar setting as the previous block. So we need to select Saturday, Sunday, and we need to set the temperature, we need to set the status to on so the heater comes on. Set the temperature to 22 or whatever you like to have it for your home. And then we hit save. The next block is the home block. Again, we're probably already home on the weekends or we've gone out and we want to turn the heater back on at 3:30. We put it status to on. Set the temperature to what you'd like it to be when you get home. Full fan speed. Need to hit the day again. So we've got Saturday and Sunday, and hit save. And then we go to the last block, which is your sleep block when you go to bed on the weekend. So we might leave it at 10:30, make sure it's set to PM. We want the heater on overnight. So we'll set it to maintain a temperature of 15 degrees overnight. Make sure we select the Sunday. So we've got Saturday and Sunday, and we hit save. So to ensure your program operates correctly, we need to make sure that the controller is on, and that means in the top left-hand corner, the power button must be green. We also need to make sure program mode is selected, and you'll see the times on your screen. Should you get home early and wish to change the program time, you can select override, which will allow you to adjust the temperature set for that time. If you wish to operate the heater manually, you select the manual button to go back to manual operation. Remember though, before you leave, if you want it to run in program mode, select program again and ensure that the green button is on.